Here we go. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, Mulhorand Thursday, August 29th, 2024. We're here with our group. Hopefully Charlie's able to make it in. We have a new player, Mr. Jared. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. If we could reintroduce ourselves to each other. I know we had some talk, but we didn't do a formal introduction. Can we start with Red?
Yep. So I play Jolie, who is a warlock. Um, and I've been playing online, D&D, mostly 5e for about, I don't know, since 2019, late 2019, I guess, just before the pandemic. And then during the pandemic, it was just kind of convenient. So, um, but uh, let's see, just really enjoy combat and the role play, and I like that Sam uses the tabletop little figures, and that makes it kind of like how I think D&D should be. At a table with little figures and more theater of the mind. So
Thank you. Ken, I know you don't feel well. If you want to skip this part, you can.
No, I'm good. I've been doing D&D for a long time, but I was out of it for a little bit because I skipped fourth edition, but I played a lot in the late 90s, early 2000s in college, and then picked it back up with 50 with Sam in a couple of his games. In this game, I am the priest of Horus Ra, which his light will guide you upon all of your endeavors, and may his healing light bless you for all of your ailments. You will hear this often, and you'll also see he's got a wonderful friend that you can't see except for the sandwich board he wears, where he spins a little sign that says salvation this way, which points to my character as he tells you all about the glory
Okay.
the glory that is Horus Ra. If you were to look at his camel, it is a walking symbol of Horus Ra. And soon I will have new metal pamphlets because the paper pamphlets didn't work out the way we wanted. But I have some new fancy metal pamphlets in the works that you'll see relatively soon. And may Horus Ra bless you on this adventure as he's blessed all of us. Praise be.
So
and
yeah,
after a while we want to just cast silence on him. So
that may
Oh,
or
I'll have to prepare that next time I can.
that may or may not have happened. Sonia.
Okay, so I play Zakel. Um she's an arcane trickster. I've been D&Ding since 2018 with Sam. He's pretty much been I mean I'm with one or two others, right? All I've been playing with. Uh Real life, I'm in healthcare. Um uh, we like to play other RPGs too. Sam's got a whole list of different things that he plays and kind of all different genres. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Okay. And Jared, if you don't mind.
Uh, I'm Jared. I created Ariel, or Ari for short. She is a warlock as well. I've been playing D&D for maybe almost a year now, but I mainly play online because can't really find groups around, and the one that I did, I now just got my work schedule switched during shift rotation, so I now can't play with them anymore. So uh down to just a few campaigns online now.
Well, you guys know who I am. I'm doing this for a lifetime almost. Um, I guess I've been doing D&D for as long as millennials have been alive. Is that about right? 88? Yes. It tells you how I've been doing this. Um, we let's do. Who wants to do a quick recap? Um, I guess maybe Jolie or Sonia, since Ken's not feeling well.
Yeah, otherwise
uh,
I'm going to recap the one shot from last week, and that's not what we wanted to do.
No.
yeah. Um, So last time in the Mulhorand game, we were at an oasis in a desert, the desert of the plains of the purple dust
Right.
desert area.
Right.
And we actually had gone there to look for what Jolie has a rod that has multiple pieces, and this rod is needed. You have to find all the pieces in order to be able to fight off the demon that we think is trying to take over again. So anyway, so we went to this oasis, and there was another group there they were horse lords from the east, and they were coming just exploring, I guess, coming over toward the west. But we finally made friends with them, and we talked with them about that in our region there was some sickness coming, and that we thought it was being brought on by this evil. And so I think they decided to go back east rather than keep going west. But anyway,
Don't blame them, right?
when we got to this oasis, we had been told by some elves in the north that if we got to the oasis, that when the moon rises, you look south, and we would see some place that we might need to go. So when we did that, we could see there were buildings in the distance down to the south. So that's where we headed the next morning when it was still dim light, because in the bright sunlight you couldn't see because of the effects of the bright sunlight and the way it was interfering with seeing in a distance. We couldn't really see these buildings, but in the dim light or the twilight or the moonlight, we could see them. So that's where we headed south, and it took us a couple days travel. And then we finally got to this area where there clearly was like an ancient city that's in ruins. And there was, I think, I don't know if it was a wall, there was something around it we had to go through. And then we got up to where the city proper was, and there was a big pyramid in the middle, we could tell. So we went up this causeway that got up to where we could see in there, and we could see statues like in this courtyard, I guess. And as we started to head toward the pyramid in the middle, the statues came alive, and I think that's right where we ended.
And where's the pyramid at?
It's right in the middle of this city, this ruins of city.
Ruins of Immerly? That one?
Oh, I don't know if that's where it is. He didn't really say, I don't think. I don't have it in my notes if you did. Sam, are we as far south as that ruins of Imroli? Imroli? Oh, you're talking and we can't hear you.
First of all, sorry for the mic because I was coughing. I turned it off anyway, and then I was answering Charlie. She's internet issue, so hopefully that'll resolve itself and she'll get in. You guys are down here by the L.
Okay, so see, not that far south. Okay.
No. And remember, an inch on this map is about 60 miles. So
wow.
Yeah, that's why it took us 2 days to get there.
Yeah. So at the ruins, I believe. Where would you be right now, Jared? Jared,
well,
Aaron. I apologize, Aaron.
You can just call me. It's either one's fine.
Okay.
I don't really know exactly.
I guess within what we talked about, what part of that area would you be?
Where exactly is the tomb located?
It's the tomb it hasn't been found yet. It's somewhere in the city we're looking for.
Okay. Well, I would I would know the general area of it. So I mean,
Correct.
they would probably find. I mean, they would probably. I would just be wandering around looking for it as well. I mean,
I had this.
as terrible as that sounds.
No. That sounds fine. You know what? The map is missing. The one I used last week. It's not.
Yeah, I
coming-
was thinking you had a
I did. I had a map.
smaller map, right?
Yeah, I had a map of the whole complex, the whole city. Yeah, check some. Ah, okay. I took a picture of it and posted. Okay, so it was just mainly the entrance area. So let me resolve that because I thought I had posted it and I didn't. That's my fault. Okay. Sonia,
Mora Desk.
yeah, more or less.
Okay. Yep. Their picture is in Discord.
Sonia, are you there? Okay, I'll just message you. Come on. Come on, cooperate. There we go. Tell you what, these handheld computers, they can be tricky. Do that, and I'm just gonna post it this way. And that is what it is. And then I'll download it and put it up on screen. All right, Charlie's still trying to get in. As soon as she can get in. Oh, Sonia had lost connection. There you go.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so there's that. Put it in my transfer portal. Okay. So there is the Sonia, you back?
Yes, thank you.
Remind me, I gotta call Atala.
Okay.
Yeah, he tried to call me and so doesn't normally call me unless something's up, something's important. So we'll see. Especially with his active duty schedule. Where am I? Oh yeah. I know where I'm at. Just downloaded it. What's going on? You'd think I would know how to do this by now. There. There it is. Cool. I just had to download it 3 times, that's all. So, all right. So I'm gonna share the screen. Here.
What is your character's name, Ken? I don't know why I don't have it written down.
Narmacell.
Narmacell.
Oh yeah, Namersal. Okay. And I
So-
couldn't think of it. I don't know why.
So
How do you spell that?
I'll have to, yeah. Sam's got you.
Yeah, Narmacil.
I'm guessing you're the cleric.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, we were taking about coming down to this area down here, which was knocked down,
Yes.
main gate, and then also this part over here. So we were going to forgo the cliff face and the broken walls up here. come to come through this part. And I think
Yeah,
that's
I think so. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's where we were. So, as you're coming through, and it is dark, correct? Nighttime? If I remember correctly? Yes?
Uh,
Is there any
I don't know if it was
I
dark.
thought it was like I think it was like dusk, like because we didn't want to travel at night. So it was like we traveled like when the sun was still up, but not like fully. Like it was at that ideal time. I think that's when we got there because we were traveling on that way on purpose.
so as you guys are coming to I would like the Zakal, um, Jolie, and Ken to roll perception.
Perception.
14.
14, okay.
Perception.
Okay.
An 11.
Mm,
Do you want Hakamides to roll as well?
he can, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
who is that?
Oh, you'll meet him. Don't worry.
Oh, great.
Hakamides rolled a 20.
Oh.
Narmis only rolled a 10.
So
Archimedes is his familiar.
so Hakamides comes down and gives a screech, lands on your shoulder and is pecking at you and is looking in a general direction to the right of the ruins. As you look over there, and somebody had a 14, if I remember correctly.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jolie, what was yours again?
Um, 11.
11. And Zafira, who wrote a nat 20, I'm gonna roll for her just for a little bit, draws her blades and she goes, Poppies. And we know her personality. She goes, I want to pet them. And you see these four-legged creatures come up and out of the ruins and come around. And they have patches of fur along the top and down their back, long snouts. They actually have horns that stick this way.
What are
And
these things called? What are they?
They're creatures that are on four legs and have horns.
right. And you can see that their eyes are glowing from the now rising moon, a pale blue as they come up and out. So I'm going to set the table. Please roll initiative and hold on to your number. I'll be right back.
Just to clarify why my familiar is called Hawkimedes for our new person is I had to drop from a game. The first game I ever played with Sam, I had a Blade Singer and I had a familiar. Sam knows I love my familiars, and I had a owl called Archimedes from the old Excalibur cartoon. So my
I
cleric
knew
here,
it.
my cleric here, because he's a priest of Forest Raw, has a hawk mask, and his familiar is a hawk called Hawkimedes. And there may be references to another character I had to resign from due to work schedule changes that had a familiar called Macchiato that sometimes Sam likes to bring back once in a while in weird, clever ways.
There may or may
Nice.
not have been murder of familiars here and there.
Yeah, no, a few times because I really like my familiars and they get into some precarious situations. Although Hawkimedes has yet to do that because I've been very careful with Hawkimedes. Macchiato, on the other hand, he went through it.
Um, do you have a subclass of cleric, or is that not a thing?
I have a light cleric. I just have a ritual casting wizard book with me as well for my feet. And I have all kinds of rituals that aid in my pilgrimage to bring you to the light of the great Horus Ra. Praise be.
I love I love how you're so into it. It's
Oh, you have
fantastic.
no idea. No, this is me not feeling well. You should hear me when I'm at my peak. I think they could tell you. Peak.
Converting
I
people
say,
left and right.
Oh no, I fail at it miserably. That's the shtick. I put my
yeah,
whole
that's
effort
So
into it,
is your
but I
is
roll
that is it
terribly
on
every
purpose
time.
or is it because your charisma's bad?
Oh, my charisma is bad, which it was also on purpose because
Mhm.
it just makes for a fun experience. Although I've converted a few people here and there, but not in the way I
in
intended.
the last
But
city
it's
we were in. He
fine.
went to the poor section and tried to convert everybody, and not one was converted.
Damn.
Correct. But on the boat, we're on a boat, and I used some magic to convert people so they were inspired by the Great Forest Raw. And some of them stayed inspired after we left. But then when we were in the Oasis, I made friends with the forest people by passing along best practices as far as our religions go without trying to convert anybody. Because I was like, let's just not bother this time.
I think there was a cultural exchange there, wasn't there?
There was a cultural exchange. Yeah. We shared rituals back and forth because I really didn't want us to get into any kind of major altercation. And I took some of his holy symbols, he took some of my holy stuff. So, I'm hoping by diffusion and osmosis, maybe people will find. But, you know, the quest is still early. Forest Ra's, you know, true light will be shined upon the world. I promise you that. Praise be.
Never gives up. That's the can-do attitude.
Yeah. I say silent spell might be handy at sometimes.
Yes.
Oh, they also, yeah, I have ginger that I'm supposed to chew, but
Yeah. Yeah, right. We found that we can give him like pieces of ginger and he likes it, so he'll chew on it a while and he stops preaching.
Keep him quiet for a while.
Okay, so forgive me as I look for a airy mini. I just want to have it ready. So let me do that real quick. I am going to turn on the camera though, so you guys see what's going on.
So we have one thing we learned from the horse lords at the Oasis is we would actually prefer to be riding horses, but we have camels.
They do better in the desert.
Yes. So we do
Yeah.
each have a camel we're riding. So
Camels probably wouldn't die of thirst.
yeah, they're much better.
There is that. Yes, that's kind of important. That camera for now. And then that off. Yeah, that's kind of a good overhead. And let's see if this one is set right. Kind of, a little off. I'll be right back. Yep. All right. Let me grab that mini for the other warlock. We'll be ready to go. How's my voice on this side?
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
There she is. Okay. We'll use this one for now. And we'll adjust later. Okay. I know you're not a tiefling, but we'll try that for now. Actually, wait a minute.
We haven't seen these kind of creatures before.
No, you have not.
Okay.
And as they come up and over, excuse me, we'll use this one. The rocks and the ruins there, they have skin that's peeling off of them as if
Good.
they're the dead that has been, come back.
Oh, they're like undead looking.
Correct.
Okay.
Again, you can see that their eyes are glowing blue to the moon, glowing blue to the moonlight. So that said, you guys can see here, correct?
Yep.
And then over here as well.
Yep.
North is that way. And let's get some initiative. 22 for Zakel. I think I saw that.
I got Nerma saw the 21.
I got a 7.
7 for Jolie. And then Charlie or Saphira. Jeez. My white dice has been doing poorly, guys.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think they're
Run out of gas, huh?
I think they're on vacation. Trying to get one in at the end of the summer.
You know what they say about dice that roll bad?
Gotta put them in jail.
Yep.
Well, except when it's the DM's rolls. Then we're all like, oh, yeah, use those white dice.
Ari, just for the sake of the game, can you give me your initiative roll?
10.
10? Okay. All right. So, I have Sakel, Narmasil, Ari for when it's time, Jolie, and them are somewhere in the list. Okay. Yeah. Zakel. Players, I'm sorry. Zakel, Jolie, Narmasil, Saphira. I guess Saphira would be in front, right? That makes sense.
Probably. Yeah.
Saphira in front. So Saphira, Zakel, Jolie, Narmasil, Archimedes, which I think Archimedes was here. And then don't forget our friend Moku.
Moku.
Yeah, we gotta remember Moku. And I need to add some numbers if I can find them.
Just for Jared's sake, Mulku's a carpet.
He's a sentient carpet.
Sentient carpet?
He's a flying carpet. Yeah. We
Oh, that's
found
dope.
him. Yep. What did Saphira get for her
She
in
is,
initiative? Or is she not?
did I not roll for her? I did not.
I thought you said that she had like a 20 or something.
She wrote a 20 for perception, but she's an
Oh, that's
8.
right.
She's an 8 for her initiative. Got it.
Okay.
Okay. So, Zakel, what are you doing?
A quick question.
Yes.
Does Moko have his own turn, or can we like tell him to go like grapple, like wrap himself around one of those guys? And does he get like is he in the initiative thing?
You guys want to add him? Because we haven't in the past. I'm okay with that. You guys want to add him again?
Um, I only hesitate because I don't want him hurt.
Don't want
Yeah,
killed.
I wouldn't. Yeah, no, I wouldn't unless we bring him out. I think like we can add the initiative order if we need him, but I mean, right now, I don't think we need him right now.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't want to get him hurt,
All right.
Second question.
especially if I start
The
casting
wall.
fire.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he'd be gone. The wall next to us, how high is it?
5,
And is it scalable?
about 20 feet high.
20 feet high. And is it just as it is? Like, would there be a ledge on top of that?
Side. Now, that doesn't mean that Zakel can't climb it. She's pretty adept at climbing. There's cracks in the walls. It's old.
Oh, wait, I'll just shoot my bow. What 5 is closest to us, right?
Right.
Okay.
Love the way those look on the table.
17 to hit.
17 hits. Your damage.
6 damage.
That was number 5. Okay. And what do you want to do from here?
I think that's all I can do right now, right? I don't get two attacks, right?
Yeah, because you're a rogue.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, is that your turn? Did you want to move? Do you want to use a bonus action?
No, I'm not gonna do anything yet.
Okay.
I'm staying.
Narmasil.
So Narmathel sees the 3 of them right there. There's 3 of them bunched together, and the other 2 on the other side. But we can. Do I have line of sight on both groups or just the one?
From where you are, It looks like
Def
you're like,
okay, got it. So first thing Narmasa will do is look upon the group of the three in front of him and say aloud, the great Horus Ra teaches us, once again, you guys may have heard this before, but the great wheel in the sky keeps on turning, and we don't know where we'll be tomorrow, but you will be burnt into the light of the great Horus Ra, and I shall cast fireball upon them. Praise be.
fireball. Guy
On a group of three.
comes running out yelling at you about destroying Egyptian antiquities. This that was supposed to be a joke. It obviously was.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm still trying to get over Narvasil right now.
All right, so you're doing fireball.
On the group of three right in front of us. Yep. Actually, could I hit the other guys behind the wall if I
Now, if you do decide to do that, um, it's possible. I may give them. I guess you would blow the thing up because that's different. If you go here, it's going to provide them cover. You go here, it's going to provide them cover. But here, I guess I could roll a save for the which would probably be a disadvantage because it's ruins, to see how the structure reacts to that, and then if it
because my thought is would the structure would fall on one of the groups if it does explode. So it might be
it would blow
yeah,
out. It would blow out.
yeah. That sounds like fun. Let's do exactly that.
Okay, so you get here and blow all that up. Okay, perfect. It's not an archaeological site at all. Has no
Casually blow everything up.
no value. You know what it is? It's 1800s antiquarians. That's what's happening. Okay. All right.
I mean, it's not a Horus Ra sculpture, so it's really not the same.
They're heathens.
That's why this wall to the east here, it's pristine because it's a Horus Ra wall.
Yeah, that's what I
Right.
thought.
Yeah. No. If there's a sculpture of Horus Ra on the other wall, that's a different story. We'll press a dissertation on that later. So
Mending.
yep, mending. Yep. So yeah. So deck save of 15.
Yeah.
And then I will roll the 8d6. D6 or D8? Why am I confused here?
I'm pretty sure it's D6.
8
Yeah.
D6, yeah, D6, yeah. 4, 5, 6, 8. Oh, there we go. 40 damage. That's the best fireball of the campaign.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow.
Blessed be the great Horus Ra light.
It's like burnt hair.
Be cleansed, bitches, as he likes to say at the end of his attacks.
The wall explodes. Shards go
Outstanding.
rips through these two over here. They don't. I mean, there's nothing left of them. And the this guy over here happened to have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. As a large chunk of the structure just tears into him and knocks him to the side, and he's unmoving. These two take damage. That's 20, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, if they have, yeah.
So let me erase this off my board. And over here, I guess looking for a door or something area, you're standing there and you hear the creature. You've seen them before and you've been avoiding them. And then all of a sudden you hear a large explosion, and then looking over, you can see pieces and parts. There may have been a leg that flew past you. I don't know. I'm gonna just throw you right here. And yeah.
A head with a horn goes rolling past him.
So what would you like? Sorry.
So I'm just gonna stand there and put my hands to the sky and say, "Praise be for this glorious light, Horus Ra. Praise be." And everybody says, "Do you see? Do you not see?" And then of course, my unseen servant is spinning his sandwich board with such vigor that it is the jealousy of anybody that works on strips anywhere in the city. He is just spinning that, pointing at me, saying, "Salvation be here," and he's just gonna stay there.
I don't know if
with my shield up.
I don't know if the residents would be jealous of it, but But yeah, Ari, see the explosion, you see parts flying everywhere along with rubble, and then you hear "Praise be Horus Ra." You're
Praise
standing
me.
right there. What would you like to do, Ari?
Well, I'm guessing this probably catches me off guard, so might just like wander down to go see what's going on.
Are you going towards 1 and 2 these guys? Or are you gonna come?
I don't know exactly where I'm at.
Can you guys not see this part?
No,
Oh, that's the problem.
I wondered where he was.
Hold on a second. Let me switch cameras real fast. That's so helpful a lot. I apologize. I'm over here like, yeah, you're over here. Can't see it. And it would help if I had my other monitor turned. All right, other side. Well, there it is. Okay, I will point.
Oh, yeah.
So you are right here, Ari.
Okay. I think that I'm guessing I would hear the noise from the other side of this wall. I probably would just like stick to the wall and maybe just like maybe peek around what's going on.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Look before you leap.
25 feet will put you right there. You can see them and you can see Zakel. I'm not Zakel, Zafira standing right there. Based on the line of sight. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that I would just kind of watch.
okay. So, and what's interesting is Zafira is not, she's dressed in heavier clothing, armor, weapons. So seeing the fireball is like, hey, how'd you do? All right. So you're just gonna hold, you're gonna hold right there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold right there.
So the bear comes running here. She's gonna swing at that one. First attack. Oh wow, 24, 25, somewhere in there. And then she has a D8. And I think she's at a +5 to damage, if I remember correctly. Which actually is enough. Because that creature was between Zakel, the Light of Horus Ra, and her blade. So that's
Praise be.
is that enough? She gets another 5 feet. And then she's just gonna throw her axe. She has a hand axe, I think she had said before, correct?
Yeah, that or a javelin or something she can throw.
To throw a javelin from there. Unfortunately, I think she goes wide. No, she hits. Okay, so 6 plus so 3, 8. Okay, she does 8 points of damage. That creature is there, thinking about its choices. Maybe I should have stayed in bed tonight. Or this morning, excuse me. Actually, yeah, this evening. Jolie, you're up.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna do an Eldritch Blast at the thing since there's only one left.
Yes.
Oh boy, I'm gonna go back to my real dice. So that's an 8, so I know that misses.
That's correct.
And I will try it again. That's a little better. 20,
Yep, that hits.
dirty 20. All right. And I get to do 2 of these at once, right? So, come on. One does 3 and one does 10 damage for a total of 13.
That is the end of that. What yeah, they're gone.
At the conclusion,
No, they're
I think it's appropriate that I sing a little hymn to everybody that simply goes, "Don't stop believing, everyone. Just hold on to that feeling that is the great Horus Ra, where our journey is yet to be completed." Praise be.
okay. So the fear would probably turn around and Yeah, she's talking to Spike, a little horned toad that's on her person. And Ari, what do you do after you see these guys tear into these wolves?
Probably probably reveal myself and just be like, I'm not an enemy. I'm, hello.
Oh,
Hello?
another seeker of the truth.
Uh,
Crazy.
I guess that's what you would call me. Yeah.
All right, so Zafira comes up and she holds her arm out and grasps your arm without asking and says, "Hi," and she goes, "This is Spike," and points at her horned toad that she has in her clothing.
Hello, Spike.
So he likes scorpions.
Okay, I'll keep my eye out for him.
All right, so she walks back to the party, and what do you guys do when you see this person come up from around the corner?
I'll say, well met, stranger. Odd meeting someone here in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, you're probably thinking, why is this random person all the way out here? There is a story behind that, but
What
Well,
is it? Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm Zakel.
uh,
Just
yes,
like my head pop out
actually.
from the side.
Ariel, but you can just call me Ari.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna try to do the voice that I have for her. She's gonna have like a kind of like a sailory voice, possibly piratey voice. Um,
Oh, I gotta hear it when it comes.
Arr.
uh, but she's just she looks like she looks like a human, but you can tell that there's certain features about her that make her not human, uh, such as the very bright blue eyes. Her skin is like very pale, but it's got this like bluish hue to it, almost like it's like kind of wet and sea and stuff like that. And then she's got this very like black jet hair. Um, Probably has her hair up in like kind of like a half headband sort of thing. Um, but anyway, I would just be telling like I'm out here searching for some artifact thing that me and my was crew were sent out here to do, and just kind of exploration sort of thing, and uh they unfortunately didn't make it past the waters. We encountered some bad weather and a another hostile ship against us, so sadly everybody's dead that I
Oh, I'm
know
sorry.
Oh,
of. But I'm all about adventure and exploring stuff. So I figured I would just trudge on by myself because life is a mystery.
when you came, how did you come here? You came from the west or?
Yeah. We were in the hang on a second. I gotta just go pull up the name of again. It's the star something. Sea of the Fallen Stars. We had some bad
Hmm.
weather when we got near the Lamber Sea, and that's when we were also attacked, and then I was washed ashore near Skuld.
Oh,
Quite a trip.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well,
Anyway, that
we are sorry
Could
to hear
always.
about your lost companions, but just remember, no one's ever truly gone. They have just gone to the great light of Forest Raw, who will guide them on the next part of their journey. Have you heard of the word of Forest Raw? And of course, my unseen servant shows up and he starts spinning his little sandwich board in front of you.
I have to say I have not.
Oh, don't worry. We have plenty. I will make sure you are illuminated in the bathing lights of our great Lord. Praise be.
yeah. All right, Jolie will reach your hand out to shake hands with Ari and say, "Well met." Yes, if you have not heard of Ra, you stick with us. You will definitely hear.
I'm sure I'll do a lot of hearing, but not a lot of listening.
Well, all that aside, and the education can come later. I, I do say that, there's safety in numbers and those dog things, and fireballs, all this stuff is going on out here and it's dangerous. So if you need company, you're welcome to come with us. And traveling alone isn't always the
No, I make do.
yeah.
I make do, but seeing what you guys just did right there, I don't see any harm in being allies rather than enemies.
Oh,
Well,
certainly.
that makes me feel better.
All right. So we too seek an artifact out here. So we were thinking to head to the middle of this ruined city where that
Uh,
we could see that pyramid was coming up. But if it's nighttime and there's a lot of creatures around, perhaps we should just make camp at the edge of the city first.
Idea.
So did you guys all like each other, or did you just
We have
pick up
been
this guy
traveling.
along the way?
We have been traveling together for months, I think, by
Yeah,
now.
quite a long time. I think Jolie and myself are from the same town. I think Safira came
And
from
Safira lives in our town now, but she came from somewhere
she was
else
originally
first,
from a wooded, more wooded area.
in the north.
Hmm.
Again,
And then, since we are so eager to learn, we Narmasil has joined us and taught us about his God and just he's been our bud since too.
You keep her around for the gospel or the fireballs?
Yeah, mostly the fireballs, but
What about
They are
he does both.
connected. They're connected. They're all
They're
connected.
they all help you.
They're connected.
I can tell he's very adamant about his religion.
Yes. Does
We
not
all
lack
should be so
passion at
lucky
all.
as to bask into the glory and the light that is Forest Rock. We all really, whether you believe or not, he believes in you. For when you walk forward in the sand, the footsteps behind you are him supporting you.
Well, I have to say that makes
Frisbee.
me feel a lot better.
I am a
It's good to hear.
follower of ISIS, so we are more or less religious siblings. That's all.
So you
So where
guys
to from here?
seeking this artifact for personal reasons, or
Um, let's find a place to camp for the evening before I think we should not wander through the city at night.
you guys are
Seems
right
there
about
are many,
it.
I mean, we didn't even get into the city and encountered this problem. So don't you think we should just camp for the night and
Talk about it.
in the daylight proceed to explore the city?
Yeah. Now, Eric, in your limited exploration of the area, this is not the first time you've seen a pack of these things. And they're not, I called them wolves, and that was more of a descriptor than what they really are. You've seen that these creatures can actually blink in one space to another. Unfortunately, the light of Horus Ra kept them from
Praise be.
leave
Praise
it
be.
leave it to the fireball to ruin all the DM's character
Well,
I know
creations.
they didn't even get a chance to blink.
I wanted to put 10 of them down on the table, but I said, no, I don't want to TPK anybody yet. I mean, at all. But no,
Yeah.
To be fair, I never roll that high on a fireball. That's the highest I've rolled in any campaign I've been with Sam for damage on a fireball, like ever.
that's accurate.
See, that's what that gets you, Sam. You're trying to TPK people, you get TPK'd back. And that's kind of
Yeah,
how
I hope you didn't want those wolves
karma's a
sticking
bitch.
around.
I wasn't even sure I was going to get a turn.
No,
the way it was going.
where are they? Are they over there? Yeah.
Caramel. That's all I got to say.
Oh no, I'm just looking at which dragon I should pull out today.
Oh,
Do it today.
No, I'm joking. No, but I will say,
wait.
back to
It's like,
Ari. What was
nice
it?
knowing you, Ari.
Back to what I was saying to Ari is in your limited exploration, you've seen packs of these. You've also seen humanoids walking around or humanoid shaped things walking around, and there was a stench that had come from them, and you're like, yeah, we're not getting too close to that. So just some information that you were able to glean while you come in here. You also note that there you found broken spears, armor-clad individuals, armor's ruined, rusted, weathered, destroyed from combat. As this city has suffered an obvious attack, these walls were knocked down.
Sounds like the glorious light of Horus Ra took them.
Or Ophidia,
Praise be.
or Ophelia has been armies has come through here, and I want to say 3 centuries ago. Is that about right, Red? About 3 centuries?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 centuries ago, there was a queen of Mulhorand, or a section of Mulhorand called Ophelia, and also a follower of Isis. And she had been betrayed by a Khazrabet. Some people know her as Zarabel, something to keep in mind. And Ophelia's forces had exacted retribution and came and attacked the city, and that you do know. So I just want to throw that out there for Ari.
Well, I would after they talk about making camp, I would just kind of let them know, like, I mean, it might be a good idea. I mean, I want to make it so we have the best chance of seeing these things before, I've seen them do this little thing where like they slip into, some other place and then come out next to you. So they can be a little dastardly, so to say.
Yep. And do you mention any of the other information?
You talking about like with the people dead and stuff?
Mm-hmm. You don't have to. That's up to you. That's totally up to you.
Uh, sure. I would like them to trust me the best they can at this point. So yeah, I would tell them about the other, possible like, people that have been here. Looks like they all have perished. There's some weird stench going on around. I've just been kind of mainly, it's just been me, so I've just been doing a little bit of a little recon, but
Have you been inside the city already, or
uh
have you just got here?
no, I've pretty much kind of just gotten here, just been kind of looking around, trying to find a good way in, so that way I had to, encounter the least amount of things. But
Yeah.
Well,
it's fancy finding you guys here.
hearing all this information, how do you guys react, or what do you say?
Well, so all the more reason I think we should wait and try to explore in the daylight.
Well, I'm referencing the names that Ari shared.
Or Ophelia and
or Zarabel.
Oh, yes, we learned of them also. In fact, we were able to go to one of the libraries and do some research for a while to try to understand what is happening, what could be happening here. And it all points to Ophelia and the betrayal.
Do you mention what you're looking for? I think you may have already, right?
Yeah, I told him we were looking for something we hoped would help to fight against the sickness and the evil that seems to be starting to come back to the
Do you share
region.
the name of that evil?
Not out loud.
Okay.
the unspoken name.
You can say it 3 times. That's okay.
Yeah, right.
Beetlejuice.
It's interesting that the number 3 is what's used to determine whether or not something happens, right?
Right. No, that's right. That's all it takes.
I can't remember what I used to know. Like, there's something special thing about the number 3.
There is.
Well, I mean, the concept of three is throughout mankind. But anyway,
Yes, throughout all cultures, pretty much.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so that said, you guys are here in the evening. Do you set a fire? Do you guys do try to maintain light discipline? What are you guys doing?
Um, well, I think we should probably not attract attention with a fire unless we can somehow keep it very low and not, you know, glowing too much.
Okay, so what about the rest of y'all? Zakel, Ken, or Narmacel?
I'll
Yeah, I don't
be
know.
casting alarm around the camp like I usually do. Make sure the alarm is set so we have no more random interlopers going around the camp, and then Hakamedes will be doing a little control flight around just to verify there's no other hidden agendas around.
So Zafira brings out Spike, her horned toad. It's gotten a little bit longer. Um, getting pretty fat there. And she walks around the little area that you're in, and she points at different corners and tells Spike, "This is your, stay within these boundaries." And she puts Spikes down, and Spike immediately starts digging through some rubble and looking for some things to uh, have a nice snack. Sophia also brings out Moku and steps him down and puts the carpet out, and Moku's floating, and then stands up, and his tassels go like this, and he waves at Eri.
Oh, yeah, this is Moku.
I would I I don't think I've ever seen a flying carpet before, so I'd probably be like a little internally like freaking out a bit. Like, what is that? I just kind of like hesitantly wave back.
It's it's one of those things, where something happened and now inhabiting the carpet is this being. So maybe
Huh.
someday we hope to find a way to release him, but for now he kind of comes around with us.
It
So
looks like he's kind of happy.
yes,
Yeah.
and you can hear a voice coming from the carpet, no mouth, but the voice says, "But yeah, but they forget me." Like there was a hole, and they were trying to jump over it, and I'm just rolled up in the back of somebody's backpack, just like I'm here, I'm right here.
You, are you saying that you could have gotten them over the hole without them?
Yeah, he's very handy to have around. He's very helpful. And yes, it took us a little bit to get to, used to the idea that he could be helpful.
Makes sense.
Well, if I would like to show how helpful I can be as well. I would cast create water and make a like large pool of water for the camels to drink and that we can all drink of. It's fresh, clean water. And it's gonna be 30 gallons in a 5 foot cube.
That's nice. Now, I'm curious.
Nice.
Are you guys gonna are you gonna ride your camels in the ruined city, or are you gonna leave the camels outside? What are your plans for your camels?
Is the city, I mean, does it have like normal, large enough streets and alleyways or
Yeah,
things where you could ride through?
Yes, absolutely it does.
I would take. Yeah, I would take the camel
Okay. All right, just making
through the
sure.
streets.
And you see on the Saphira's camel, she actually has a chair on top that she can sit in. And then behind her, sitting kind of like crossways, is a bench that she has tied to the camel. And the camel like looks around it looks at his chair, look at the bench, it's like it's whatever, you know. So after a bit, Saphira collects um uh Spike and puts Spike on the bench and says, "That's his chair." And she walks over and starts tearing into some rations that she had in her bag.
Yeah, I think we'll just have to eat some rations tonight.
Oh wow, what's going on?
And
So
the water looks great. Thank you.
It might be a little salty, but don't mind that.
Is it salt water?
It's like, I would say yes, it's probably a bit of salt water. But you know, sodium's good to keep that hydration
I
up.
mean, if it was like Dasani, which we know they lace it with salts that you want more, uh, that's fine. But if it's actual salt water, that might not.
Yeah, you can't drink salt water, but you could drink water that is salty.
Yes.
That one.
Got it.
Yeah.
That one.
You literally just casted create Dasani.
Create Dasani. Don't. That's not canon.
And by the way, this is not an endorsement of Dasani water, and they have not paid me to promote their product. All right. Yeah. So here I'm gonna. Oh, I left my dice over there. Give me a second.
And we would, as usual, set our watches and
Who's taking which watch?
um I don't care. I can take first one.
I'll
Okay.
take second.
I'm guessing you guys are probably a little hesitant of me still, so if it makes you all feel better, I will take a watch with somebody.
Zafira's gonna go fourth. Last watch. What about you, Narmacel?
I can take I could take the last one if necessary, and Hawkamedes will help through all the watches as well.
Well, Zafira will take the last one. She's gonna take the morning one.
Oh, okay. So I'll take
The one
I'll
with-
take the one prior. Yeah, that way I can you know praise the rising sun before the sun fully raises. Praise me.
So, Ari, it's your choice. Which of the four you want to sit with?
I'll sit with the raw prayer raiser.
Okay.
Oh no, you're gonna get them to talk. We're trying to sleep here, you know.
And you literally will just have the unseen servant wearing his sandwich board, just spinning his beautiful sign. But this time, because he sees somebody new, he'll also be floating on a Tensor's floating disc, just to really amplify the entire show.
Wow.
I'll be intently asking you questions just to make it look like I'm interested, so that way it passes time.
Oh, it'll pass the longest few hours of your entire life as he gives you the whole book, just the full experience. He will even have the unseen servant reenacting different scenes with his sandwich board of the rising of the great light and the whole nine. I mean, it'll just be an extravaganza for the senses. Just be prepared. Like if you ever
I'll
if you
definitely
ever
be
seen, yeah, no, you're ready for it. It's
I'll
gonna be
definitely
great.
be acting like I'm interested.
Perfect. That's all he'll need.
You know what? Go ahead and play it out now. I want to see this.
Let's hear it.
So of course, I have my camel, which is also a walking billboard of Forest Raw. But on the back of the camel, recently we installed my the dais. So it's a walking dais, right? So you can do blessings on the back of the camel. Now, being a light cleric, we have the light cantrip. Plus, I have my Tensor's floating disc. We have the unseen servant doing his thing. So the unseen servant has a spinning sandwich board that says salvation this way. That is now illuminated with the light cantrip, which I'm sure will not cause any problems during our camping excursion. So that is now happening. You have a spinning lit up light, but I'm going to make the light flash almost like you're on the Vegas Strip for one of those churches where you can just get married for 5 minutes. And it's just flashing. So it's turning on and off the light cantrip on the sandwich board as I demonstrate through the art of hand motions, because I'm wearing a hawk mask. You have no idea what I look like. But he's just explaining to you how the light of Horus Ra shines upon the world and basks in his glory and its light. For really all is because of Horus Ra. And you are protected in your life from Horus Ra. And the people you lost are now in his graces, and they will forever live in the glory that is Horus Ra, in his light, which will shine upon everybody else in the future. So your companions, they're never truly gone. They've joined him in the light. And you can join in the light too without having to die. Because if you really, really, truly believe in him, he won't let you go anywhere except where you are meant to be. And of course, the sandwich board is pointing in the directions that I point at the same time. And then the dais is lit up every time I point to the dais, the light cantrip, I'll move it to the dais, so that lights up. And as Sam will tell you, the camel now knows how to say the word raw. So he just saying raw the entire time.
Raw.
So so Jolie kind of rolls over and she looks over to where you guys are doing this, and she picks up a little stone and casts her magic on it and heaves it at you, at Narmasil, saying,
Now, of
"Hey,
course,
keep it
as this
down over
happens,
there."
I immediately cast Warding Flare, just in a pyrotechnic way. So so it lights up the entire thing. The light protects you as the Warding Flare goes off against the stone.
Jeez, they
Do you
really don't
not
like
see?
you. They really don't
Do you
like you
not
talking
see?
this much, do they?
Because some people don't really fully embrace the power that Horus Ra can bestow upon you with his light. But
I
Because
perhaps,
some people can get grumpy when they don't get their sleep.
I can't imagine why they wouldn't when I hear this all the time.
but don't worry.
Say
Now
that.
that you're here,
Say,
the
"Come on,
nights will
guys,
be
keep it down."
full of tale.
So how long are you gonna follow her?
Oh, since I was found as an orphan, very young age, very very young age.
And you believe that this Horus Ra saved you from your current predicament?
And he guided me to be with the followers that I was taken upon the temple. Had the light not brought me to that area, I would have surely have perished. But because of the guidance of Horus Ra, I am now here upon you, trying to save the world from these demonic incursions, which we could talk another time because Horus Ra will shine its light upon them as well. And our friend here, who is a follower of Isis is a companion to Horus Ra. So really, we're all in good company here.
I'm sorry, you said ISIS, and I was like, wait a second.
Praise be.
Well, this is all very
So it's a
interesting, and
lot to take in. It's a lot to
yeah,
take in, and I understand that it would take some time, but I hope you, in your future, just remember a few hems, if you will. The most important being, if you look into the sky, the great wheel of light, it does keep on turning, and we never know where we'll be tomorrow. But the wheel in the sky, it keeps on turning, and that is Horus Ra
So,
So
for
are you
his.
saying that Horus Ra guides that big ball of fire up there?
Yes, it's almost like you're going on a dare I say journey because you don't know where you'll be tomorrow. But that wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
Well, I mean, I usually have a plan of where I'm gonna be tomorrow. Like we're gonna be here.
But that plan was gifted upon you from Horus Ra. That's where your plan really came
So
from.
you
That
saying I
guidance
should,
is there.
are you saying I should blame Horus Ra for the death of my companion?
No, because really at the end of the day, part of you truly must believe in Horus Ra, which is why you're protected. But make no mistake, things happen for a reason because now you are on the path that we are on to save the many, which outweighs the needs of the few, as Horus Ra teaches us.
Sure.
so, right as Doris stated, uh, the patron, the excuse me, the impersonific or the personification of Ra feels a hand on his shoulder, and as you look up, you see Zafira looking down at you with Spike up there and says, it's my turn. You can go to bed, start chewing some ginger and go to sleep. Okay? Right? Go do that.
As I get up, would you like Horace Jr. to
No,
stay with you? As I
no,
point to the unseen servant.
no, no. I mean, right? And you say, would you? No. She says no.
Well,
Now,
Hakumides, I know you're a fan of Hakumides. He will help you in
Narmasa,
your
Narmasa, look over there. You you, you see Jolie? You see her the eyes? You see the look in her eyes? That's a woman that's about to cut you, okay? She's going to cut you in your sleep. Go to bed. The Cal I know is thinking about it already, you know?
She's got the knife out.
Yep.
Well, if she does cut him, from what I've learned here is at least they will be in the light of Horus Ra from now on.
praise be. Praise be.
Praise be.
Oh no.
And
Looks
then
at, looks at,
I give a very over the top bow, and then I'm on my way.
and okay. And Saphira just watches you walk away like, oh my God. Is this
He gets first watch after this. At least then we won't be so tired in the morning.
So she sits down and looks around, looks down at Spike. I don't know, Spike. I don't know. And Spike kind of sits there and then runs off for a second, picks at a scorpion, and they have their little thing and tears it apart. You get better at it, dude. Maybe you should go. And then looks over at Narmasa and says, "No, never mind," and sits, and then just sits there looking out into the night. Now, Ari, do you stay up or do you go to night night?
How long was I asleep before this?
Um, that would have been, let's see, 8 hour shift, 2, 4, 6, 8. So 4 hours.
Oh yeah, I'm going to sleep then.
And then Jolie, do you roll over and go back to sleep?
Yes.
Is it Cal?
Yes.
Okay. And Narmasa, do you go straight to sleep? Please tell me you're gonna start praying.
You know that I am immediately praying
You know he
near
talks in his
near
sleep about it.
near the camel. Oh yeah,
Oh my
no,
gosh.
no, yeah.
He
And
talks in
then
his sleep.
That's why we make him sleep over there.
I was about to say we should have a section off for him.
I just I thank Horus Ra for the day, and I lift up the mask just a little bit to have a sip of the water,
You
and
know,
then once again I thank him, and then I retire for the evening.
I'm pretty sure Horus Ra would appreciate if you go back to that wall that's made of him and, you know,
The one that's on the ground or crumble. But Zafir comes over, says, here excuse me, Horace Roth hears everything, right?
Always,
He can hear you think, right?
usually, yes, but you're allowed to have your own thoughts.
Yes, now chew your ginger and think. She walks away.
chew your ginger and think.
Right? Think about Horace Roth, don't speak.
So when you see him, he's not actually chewing the ginger. He's actually dipping it in the water to make himself some iced ginger tea, and he bids you a fond farewell. It's a soothing beverage
All right.
that doesn't stop him from talking. Ha ha!
Keeps the throat,
So,
nice and ready.
Nice and clear. Yep.
so sitting there, Saphira, an hour in is okay, I need to roll one thing. Okay. So Saphira sits there with Spike messing around, and then suddenly something catches her eye, and she comes over. Let me see, who would she pick? Probably Jolie or Sakel, because the less of Horace Ross she can hear, it'd be good. And she's not sure that Ari is now a convert, so she's got to think about
Whoa,
this.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not go that far.
I said she's not sure. Okay. That's not it. That is, what is it? Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so she hears something and she looks around and goes into her shirt. Spike goes into her shirt, and he turned black because he heard something. And She takes her sword and she taps Jolie on the back, waking her up.
What? What? Oh,
It's,
yes.
it's not Narmiso. And she said, "There's something out here. I can hear
I
it."
could tell it wasn't Narmacil. You were quiet.
Something's moving out there, just on the edge of the firelight, or not firelight, the edge of our camp.
Okay. I'll tap Zakel.
Okay. All right. While you're doing that, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna set the table up because this happens. Give me a second.
Does the alarm go off or no?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say you had cast it?
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, I need to retcon that.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a cast. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I must have missed that in the middle of the praising bee.
No, yeah, it's understandable. The light can blind those who are not prepared.
My gosh.
It gets better, Gerald.
I cannot wait. This is the best.
So, I mean, you know what? I like Ken. He's a great player. It is. I'll say this. I like his Ulrich better. His
Oh, Ulrich, I miss Ulrich so much.
Ulrich better. Who's now sitting in a cave somewhere, petrified from a Medusa.
Oh,
Oh, my
gee.
poor. I want him to come back. I kind of hope like if we do the Vecna game again, if we find players for it, I might just retcon and bring him back.
You
I miss
can
that character.
can't you cast like Greater Restoration to discontinue that petrified effect?
Yes.
Well, if I ever get back into that campaign, but in my work schedule, I don't think I'll be able to. But that he was since you're a warlock player right now, you'd appreciate he was an undead warlock, undead race, reborn race with an undead patron warlock who's he was old, but as he was leveling up, he was slowly starting to remember everything in his quest to become a lich. But really, his summons were really what brought him out. He was addicted to coffee. He messed up everybody's name on purpose because he's an old man, and
You know,
he would just walk
I just want to know. I
walk.
didn't pick it up, so you can give a treatise on him. I was just saying that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, he's
I'm sorry,
great though. He's
but
great.
no, go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish.
Oh, the funniest part about him though is every time he'd go into a town, he'd have some undead minions with him, and he wouldn't understand why the town was so aghast by his creation. It was really just artwork. He really didn't understand why it was such a problem. Didn't
Yeah.
make sense to
Okay.
him.
As I said, I'm gonna go set up the table. Um, hold on to your initiative rolls if you don't mind rolling them real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, did it set off the alarm?
So the alarm goes off and we all wake up or something?
No, yep. See, I got distracted by Ulrich. Okay, so retconning that. All right. You are woken up, Narmiso. The alarm goes off in your head. Um, big church bell that you like to use as your alarm.
Church bell too?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
It's in his head, though.
Or in the case of where you are in the world, the Middle East type area, it's more of a horn.
Yeah.
Yep,
It's time
it's
for
Yeah.
not annoying at all.
right. And you wake up and Zafira looks over at you. It's not time for you to get up. Go back to sleep.
And of course, Archimedes is now screaming his alarm as well. And
How would he do that?
he would be trying to say "raw" in hawk form, but
Right.
he's going to fly around the camp trying to wake everybody up because I can psychically tell him to wake
Okay, so-
everybody up.
All right. I just wanted to be clear how that happened.
Yep,
Okay.
yep,
Rah is easy. He goes around going, rah, rah.
yep.
That's convenient. All part of it.
All right. So the rest of the party that was asleep is now woken up by this Archimedes, who's saying, "Get out, rah, rah." Do you explain to them what's going on, Narmso?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that there's something in the area.
Yep. I mean, the great Horus Raz warned us upon an intruder to our camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, go ahead and roll initiative and hold on to that. I'll be right back. It's- put it away. Oh, it's over there. Cool. So this creature is calling out of the. Is that right?
Did you ask something?
Oh no, I was just thinking out loud for my as I was setting this up. Okay. So I shut this off. This with me. Change the camera angle. This. Here we go. And I'll pin this. You guys can see it, and I think actually bring it down some. There we go. So the creature's to the right above the E. Large black multi-segmented thing close to the ground, almost hugging it as it's climbing up over the wall, coming towards you guys. There is no surprise. By the way, surprise in the new edition is brutal.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
If you guys are surprised, you're at disadvantage on your initiative rolls.
Yeah, it's pretty I dig that though. It makes it more I think it makes it more of a thing because if you can get advantage on your initiative rolls by surprising, it's a good balance.
Well, it helps the assassin.
I'm about to say, I think
100%.
that yeah, the assassin that's like one thing I want to do is play a assassin.
Okay, so Zakel, what's your initiative?
Oops.
You muted?
14, sorry.
I got
I
you.
clicked wrong.
Narmacil?
21 again.
All right. Ari?
Rolling great. I got a 7.
Perfect. I mean, I can see why you're tired. Makes sense.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking about, Horus Ra, because now he's in my thoughts. So,
Yeah, it's a lot to ponder. It's a lot to ponder. I'm sure your patron has no issues with it whatsoever.
All right. Jody,
well,
Oh, 12.
no comment on that.
and then Zafira, she's got a +2. Got this guy. Now, he is very close to the ground, hint. Give you guys something to think about. Right now I have Narmiso, Zafira, Zakel, Jolie, and Ari. Is that what you got, Jolie?
Yep.
All right, Narmiso.
So,
Point
can you
mark
point to me? Where is he again? Right there?
right
the top.
there. Feature is over here. There's Hawkamedes, Zakel, Jolie, Ari, Moku's over here, rolled up, and then Saphira's right here.
Okay. And it's on the wall.
It's over here crawling through the ruins towards you guys. It's very close to the ground. Hint.
Hmm.
I don't know
I
what
think-
that hint means.
Yeah, my
Means
my
probably
brain's not.
crawling on the ground or something.
Yeah, like
Might be like a carrion crawler or something, might be on the
Okay.
ground.
Got it. And it's near that ruin right there, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Let's see.
Is near this
Well.
room. Yes.
I don't think if I were to cast a fireball, I could lay it in a way that's going to not hit my companion. So we're not going to do that this time. But what I am going to do is cast um the great weapon of Horus Ra shall appear next to it, the great sword of Horus Ra with my spiritual weapon,
Okay.
and it is going to strike its wrath upon it.
Okay, 1 second. Let me get my miscellaneous box. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have it in there? I sure do. Okay. It's a spiritual weapon. Got it.
And we're gonna go ahead and roll 23 to hit.
It's
Okay. And then that is gonna do 9 points of holy raw damage. And then that was my bonus action. And then for my action, I'm gonna use my channel divinity to cast Radiance of Dawn
okay.
upon it. And that is a con saving throw of 15.
Okay.
And if it fails, it takes 2d10 plus 6 or half on a save, and it dispels any magical darkness
All right.
in the
Go
process.
and roll your damage.
All right. Go.
What are you casting, Narmacel?
Radiance of Dawn is my channel
Oh,
divinity,
yep.
and I said, may the light of Horus Ra shine upon this dastardly evildoer that approached us. And that is math is hard. 13 damage.
All right. So the hammer slams into this creature, hitting it pretty gosh darn hard. And your spell goes off, causing the creature to pull back a bit, and you can see that parts of it are catch flame quickly and then goes out as the damage is applied. Is that your turn, sir?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have my shield ready to go, and then Hakamides will now just go over and do the help action for the next up in the initiative order. It will just fly by.
Or can you fly?
I believe it is 40 feet.
That's 30, 35, 40, so you can just get there. Okay. So help action. So
It's either 40 or 60. I'll have to look it up later, but I know it's at least 40.
I think you can get there with 40. Okay. So that's that. And then he's going to move forward. Because it is his turn. He is going to, or it is going to make an attack. It's a giant centipede type creature that decides that Zephyra is lunch. And it's going to take its attacks. Let's see. Okay, she's going to have to make a DC 13 dex save. Would somebody roll for her? Just add 2 to your roll.
A DC
13.
13. 19.
19. Yep, she makes her save, so she avoids the grapple. But then it's going to take its attacks. All right, so yeah, it's going to try to bite her. All right, here we go. Nat 20. Okay.
Oh,
Warding flare shall be cast upon my reaction to blind it from doing that to him.
I'm gonna show you what I just got a second time. Okay.
You got a 20 again?
Well, looks like your dice are back.
Yeah, they are.
yeah, I
All
was
right,
gonna
well,
say
I tried.
dice are working pretty well. I can do Silvery Barb's reaction though, right? On the second attack.
I mean, technically you could. I wonder if it stacks that way. Yeah,
I don't know.
third edition you can. So I'm gonna roll again. And I rolled this time. What is the total? Yeah, that time it doesn't hit. So who are you going to give advantage to?
I'm gonna give it to Saphira.
Spirit is next, and the creature already has advantage against it because of the help action. So the next attack that hits it is going to be at advantage. So if you want to give it to Zakel, who's after that.
Yep. Yeah, I'll give it to Zakel then.
Okay, so Zakel, you're going to have advantage on your next attack But Saphira's like, no, you did not just try to touch me. There was no consent given here. I'm terrible. You know what? You guys roll for her, please. Okay. All right. You guys roll for her. We're not going to use this roll because that wouldn't be fair. I'm just going to throw that up there so you can see
Who's rolling for her?
Go ahead, you roll, Zakel.
and add
All
7.
right.
Add 7.
Add 7 to a 20.
Yeah.
Here is, oops, whoa, it's in the wrong section of town. A natural 1. I'm not rolling for her anymore. Just saying, someone else roll for her,
Roll a dex save, please.
which is, what is her dex?
I think it's 2. Add 2.
Oh, funny game. That's
You
another
said
nat
you're
1.
not rolling for her anymore.
Yeah, don't just I'll sit back. All right, I'm gonna go.
She's currently prone then, right?
Her dex save is a +4.
Ah, thank you. So then it's a 5 total. Okay, so she's prone because she got another nat 1, right?
Yeah, I'm not rolling. That's it. That's all that's all.
You know what I rolled when I hit attacked with help? I posted it. A nat 1 for sure.
Wow, it was meant to be. That's all.
So she's prone. I think she can get back up and try to hit the creature again.
Yeah.
So do that. Since you're already on her page, would you mind looking at it, Ari, and let us know what her total bonus is to hit with her weapon?
Which one? The +2 longsword or the luck blade?
The longsword.
It's a 9.
9. Okay, so there you go, +9. All right. Would somebody else please roll for her?
Okay, I'll roll.
All right.
A nat 20.
All
There
right.
you go.
So
All right.
you're rolling.
Max damage on the first die. Reroll the second die.
What kind of die is it?
D8, I think.
An 8? Yeah, I got one of those somewhere here.
Yeah, it's a D8 +6.
Yeah, I've got, I roll.
Unless she's two-handing it.
That's not an 8 because it rolled a 9. Sorry, I'm having a hard time finding my D8s. There they are. So I got a 5.
Hold on. Roll a D10. She's using it two-handed.
Oh,
Isn't
On the
it?
D10, I rolled a 9.
Okay, so keep the 9. So she's got 19 plus what's her total bonus?
+6.
6. So 25. My math right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so 25 on the second attack. Now she's going to use her offhand attack, which is going to be because she's 2-weapon fighting, and she'll be doing it with her luck blade. So go ahead and roll again, madam.
All right, I rolled 12.
12 plus her 7 would be
8.
8. Okay, so 12 plus 8 is 20, dirty 20. So go ahead and roll that. I think it's a short sword, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's a D6 +5.
So D6 plus 5.
I rolled a 3 on the D6, so 8.
8. She hit it pretty hard. All right, yeah, that was good. Over there tussling and rolling around with this thing. She slips and she gets up, swings it upswing, and then comes back down with her short sword, slamming into this thing. And you guys can hear the creature clickety clacking as it's trying to avoid those cuts. Zakel, you're up.
And you have advantage, so.
All right, so then I'm going. Do I have line of sight? Yes.
Hold on, I need to do something.
Okay.
I just remembered something.
Bear with
That
me.
nat
Look
that
through
nat
your eats too.
that you rolled previously,
The what? Sorry?
the first nat 1 that was rolled for
Yeah.
for Saphira,
Mhm.
that should have been an advantage because of here at Archimedes. So go ahead and re-roll that nat 1.
You sure you want me to do it?
Whoever wants.
I can if you want.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I rolled a 16.
So that hits. So go ahead and roll a D8 and add her +5. Yeah, +5.
The D8.
+6.
I rolled
6. Okay,
Yeah, for the longsword.
got it.
on the D8. I rolled a 5.
So 11 more. Okay. All right, so she was never prone because
Okay.
that should have been an advantage. The very first one, the one that
Yeah, okay.
overall. Okay, so now
Okay.
we're at Zakel.
Right. So do I have line of sight? Can I shoot it with my bow?
You do, but I'm moving over 5 feet so you can be out because you won't have Zafira there. So I think if you move there, like actually 10 feet here, and you'll clear that.
Am I good? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So then that's an 11 to hit.
So roll again because you had advantage.
That's correct. Because that was given to you by
Well, that's no better. An 11 to hit
you need to put your dice in the
and put him in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all I got.
Well, are you gonna do anything with your bonus action?
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do like, or can I do, uh, what's it called?
You can bonus action hide, you can bonus action dash.
What's that thing called? I'm going to activate the steady aim.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then what is that only for one round or is that the whole round?
One until I move. Like I have to stay still in order to do it.
Reroll your attack.
Re-roll my attack?
Yes, reroll your attack.
Oh my God.
All right, never mind. Moving on. Okay.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. I'm gonna refresh and I'll be back.
All right. And you know what? I have to back you up as well anyway, because steady aim only works if you did not move, and you did move. So it makes sense
Me?
why. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did that. That's 5 feet, didn't I? That's right. So I wouldn't have done it beforehand. It's a bonus action, so I would have done it to prepare for my next turn.
Right. Okay. So you on your next attack roll on the turn on the current turn, so you'd have to activate it on the next round.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So as a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn. You can use this bonus action only if you haven't moved during this turn. And after you use the bonus action, your speed is 0 until the end of the current turn. So that would be next round.
Okay.
Now, that said, you still have 20 feet of regular movement and you still have a bonus action. What would you like to do? Would you like to
I'm gonna stay there.
stay there? Okay, perfect. Jolie,
Okay. I'm gonna
you do
bonus action Hexblades curse it.
yeah.
And then I'm going to do an Eldritch Blast at it.
All right, perfect.
I'm gonna go back to the regular dice. That's a 9.
Yeah, that misses.
All right, my second one. Whoops, I rolled the wrong thing. Sorry. That's 18
That
that
does.
time.
Yep.
And it did 6 plus 3 because of the Hexblade curse, so 9 damage.
Okay. Got it. And are you doing anything else this turn?
Uh, no.
No? Okay. Ari, you're right here. Creatures there. You're up.
I'm gonna step back near the other warlock.
Okay, so you're coming back here?
Yes.
Okay, so that should be 15 feet of movement.
And then I'm going to do my own Eldritch Blast against it.
Awesome.
First one is a 2 plus 6, 25.
Yes, that is for sure.
Second one is gonna be a that's a 2. So nope. D10. 10 points of damage, and I'm gonna inflict the Lance of Lethargy and Agonizing Blast on it.
Okay. So lethargy, what does the lance do?
It makes it so its speed is reduced by 10, and then agonize or is it agonizing or the other one that pushes it back 10 feet as well?
Repelling
That's it.
blast.
Yeah, I have Lance of Lethargy, agonizing, and repelling.
All right. Okay. Is that your turn, Simon?
I'm going to use my bonus action to call a Tentacle of the Deep next to it.
Okay. Grab a marker for that.
Oh, this warlock could get along great with Dex.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
play in a different game with Ken, and he has a warlock, or he has a rogue warlock, I guess.
A roguelock.
Yeah, and he's always whipping the tentacle,
His name
to
is
go
Seymour.
smack somebody. Yeah.
If the tentacle makes an attack, if it hits, it also slows it by another 10 feet. So essentially, right now I could technically reduce. I don't know exactly how the Lance of Lethargy works with multiple Eldritch Blast. I didn't know if you hit with 2, if it reduces it by 20, or if you just inflict it once. I wasn't sure about that one.
Does it say that it does not stack?
Says once on each of your turns when you hit a creature with your Eldritch Blast, reduced by 10 feet. So yes, yep, it's only once.
Okay. There's your tentacle.
But the tentacle, if it hits, also reduces by 10 feet.
Okay, so it's movement. All right.
Yes.
All right. And what was the damage for the tentacle?
I have to roll for that. That's a 2, so I'm gonna say a 8 does not hit.
All right.
And we'll put the tentacle just we'll say it's in the direction of like between I forgot her name.
That's Saphira.
Saphira, yeah. Between Saphira and
It.
Yeah, so it's kind of like next to Saphira.
Got it.
Because it does have a 10-foot reach.
Got it. Okay. All right, cool. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Narmasa.
So I'm gonna have the Great Weapon of Horus Ra as my bonus action. Move up to hit this dastardly evildoer, and that is going to be a 21 to hit,
Roll.
and then the damage is only 5. Unfortunately, but for my action, I am then going to do a Toll the Dead. So the bell, the great bell that we just heard. It's not, I picture it's the horn, like you mentioned earlier, as opposed to a bell. But I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
All right.
DC 15 Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. So I wrote an 18 on the dot.
All right. Well, it doesn't do anything. But it would have been cool. And then Hakamedes will do his flyby Praise Horus Ra Spectacular, brought to you by the great Horus Ra, praise be. And that'll be the end of my turn. And he'll give the next person in the initiative order advantage.
So, picture being what it is, it's going to take off. But beasts don't stick around. So it's going to go.
Mhm.
So we're going to say it's 30 feet from there, and then another 30 feet. Is that right? Is that how fast it goes? No, actually,
It does have a reduction of 10.
Of 10. So he gets 40 feet away. No, 60 total. 60 total feet away. So from here, let me put the camera there. So he's 30 feet from there. So we get a little card to note it. So that's its turn.
Sam, just as a heads up, I think I'm going to have to tap after this combat encounter. I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open here, so I do apologize.
All right, no problem, bud. No problem.
In fact, I think I'll just tap now because this thing's on the run, and I give you guys permission to praise Horus Ra in my absence.
All right. Thanks.
Just play him the way that he should be played. That's all I ask. Frisbee.
Feel better, Ken.
Feel better, man.
All right, thanks,
Yeah,
guys. All right,
yeah.
Yeah.
all right, bye.
All right.
Bye.
Vera, barbarian, no fighter. She runs 30 feet. Should she chase this thing or just let it go?
I'm gonna try to shoot it, so whatever she.
And I'm gonna try to shoot it if I get.
That means she's
Run
gonna
to it.
go into the ruins.
Oh, maybe I'll, tell her, wait, if I see her start to run after us, say, wait, Saphira.
You know what? She can throw a javelin, right?
Yeah.
Grab her. Oh, two. There it is. Play her right. Put something. See her features real quick. That's weapon attack rolls. To the end of turn. This is gone. No, she's not going to use that. But I think she is going to do. You know what? She's going to fire her longbow. Let's do it.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah. I forgot she has that. Yeah.
Perfect.
Unfortunately, I went ahead and tried to roll for her. She rolled a 9. I'm going to try it again when I'm using D&D Beyond. Oh, are you serious? I just wrote a nat 1.
Oof. See,
Wow.
we should let Jolie roll for her.
Yeah, I rolled a 14 on my die, so.
I think. Yeah, I'm not rolling for Superior no more. But she does miss. So she's fired 2 arrows and they go wide.
Okay.
Does it count?
Yeah, shooting
Wait,
and
wait.
what?
Okay. Because I forgot again for the 3rd time this can counter. Advantage was applied because of
Oh,
the first attack. I already rolled 2. They missed. But then we have a 14. I'm going to take the 14 for her second arrow shot. And
okay.
it's going to be a hit. Will you please roll her damage?
Is it a die 8 for that? I think.
Yes.
A longbow,
D8
yeah.
plus 2.
All right. I rolled a 6.
6 damage. All right. Yeah. Okay. So now that that's fixed. All right. So she has line of sight from where you are. You're gonna have to move right about here to get line of sight.
Okay, I mean, it is what it is if I have to move.
Yeah.
That means I can't use the take aim feature then.
Yeah, right. The steady aim.
16 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
4 damage.
Damage.
Damage is damage.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Jolie.
All right, I'm gonna run over kind of beside Saphira there so I can see it too.
Okay. That's going to be 25 feet. Get to
Yeah.
right, that's where you can see.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna just Eldritch Blast. That was let's see, an 18,
Yes.
and the damage is going to be for 5 damage, and another one. Oh, that one was better. 23 for 10 damage.
Nice hit. All right, so they both blasted into it. The creature is rolling around, trying to get away from that blast. Is that your turn, madam?
Yep.
Now, I'm curious. Hex, doesn't that apply extra damage?
Oh, I forgot it. You had to add +3.
Okay, so 3
So
each, correct?
yes, each.
So
So
how do you do it?
So as
There you
I
go.
blasted, it just, the energy of the magical fire just kind of shreds into it enough where it damages its spine and up into his head. So
Great.
does it in.
Picture is destroyed. So, back over here. Camera angle. What is that? Oh, okay. This. So the creature is destroyed. It's in pieces now on the ground. You guys just like blowing stuff up. That's what it is. Oops,
I
sorry.
bet Spike might want to try to eat that.
You know what?
Uh-huh.
Right. You are absolutely right. Spike's gonna take some munchies. What were you gonna say, Ari?
No, that's what I was saying. It's just this way to make sure it doesn't come back.
Spike.
That's what I was worried about. It might come back.
All right. You guys think a break right now? This is about halfway point. Is that good?
Yep.
Okay,
Sure.
so I'm gonna go get some caffeine so I can wake up and not forget about advantage in these combat. Oh,
Oh my gosh, it's like I need a little checklist sometimes.
yeah. Well, I haven't been using the markers. Normally I mark them, that little white ring. And I
Oh
didn't-
yeah.
That's the other thing. I didn't prompt myself or give myself a prompt. Excuse me. All right, y'all. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Yep.
Okay. Voila. Welcome back. So, creatures destroyed. Spike is over there munching on the remains of some centipede, lion giant type of centipede. Although this one's different. It's flatter. It's not as, I want to say, oval shaped. And the carapace itself looks like it's corrupted in some way.
Hmm.
What do you guys do?
You said corrupted in some way? Like it deserves an Arcana check? Kind of corrupted?
You
Uh,
want Mother welcome to, or you can ask.
+8. Goodness gracious. That's only a 10. All right, let me restart this again.
You know what? It's the lack of sleep.
Maybe that's
Gotta
it.
be.
Yeah.
The
All
lack of
right,
sleep
feedback.
did it. So you guys see Zakel puzzling over the carapace of this thing.
I'll go over and look, see what she's trying to understand.
Sure, go ahead.
An investigation or
Arcana, if you want to do it, or if you want to do medicine or nature, one of those three.
yeah, my Arcana's best. Oh, a 21.
So, some kind of magical force has mutated this thing larger than normal, and the carapace itself seems to exude a necromantic force. Creature's not undead, but there's some kind of it's. And looking at its mandibles, you think that if somebody would have got successfully bitten by this thing, they would have been in trouble. All right.
Okay.
While they're all over there like trying to look at what's going on with that, I'm just sitting there back like, what are you guys doing? It's dead.
So is it poisonous then?
It is poisonous, but it's not poison. It's necrotic. So,
It's necrotic.
I guess the best way to describe it is flesh-eating bacteria.
Oh,
So whereas poison does poison, this would have done necrotic damage.
Ooh.
well, that sucks.
But you guys avoided. So yeah, there goes the GM's plans again, right? Like,
Mhm.
Leave it to the Horus Ra every time.
yeah. Well, I think that one was the warlock's thing. Was it?
Yeah, that was my silvery barbs.
silvery
Mhm.
barbs. Yeah, no.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your plan to surprise us.
Oh no. But yeah, the silvery
Wow.
barbs was huge. That was huge because
Yeah.
that hurt a lot. Saphira would be in pain right now.
Oh.
Pretty good.
And since you said that, what do we have for? I'm looking at my inventory for my potions. I only have a couple of the small potions of healing, so
Saphira's like, I'll be all right.
Would we be able to, or is it a something that we would be able to extract and put in a vial as far as a poison that we would be able to use for our purposes instead? Yeah.
That is possible. I think a survival
Fuck.
and sleight of hand
Sorry.
would
Sleight
work.
of hand I can do.
Either
I
one of
don't-
them.
survival, Saphira was pretty good at.
Saphira
Maybe
is the
she can help
survival
you.
person.
Yeah, she is the survival person. She can just hold its head back.
Well, I switched die, so I'm at a 25 now for sleight of hand.
Nice. Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, you said you rolled a 25?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're able to cut those glands out. And as you remove them, it gives off a not a nice stench.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I'll
Like
bottle those
something
up real quick. Don't
something
breathe for a
rat.
sec.
Ugh, gee.
When you expose those to the air, Spike starts to pull back and says,
Hmm.
He doesn't want to eat that.
He just lost his appetite. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
So how many doses have we gotten?
You got 2 doses.
Okay.
We'll give you the stats here in Discord. Okay, so you will need to use your poisoners or herbalism kit to create the 2 doses.
Okay.
Action to apply a weapon on hit DC 13 con save. If successful, half damage. If failed, 3d6 necrotic, and the target is immobilized. Okay.
You guys really don't let anything go to waste out here, do you?
No.
What? What? No. I'm gonna give one of these doses to Saphira then. If this will immobilize somebody, then it might be good for her to womp on someone. I'll give one to Saphira and I'm gonna keep one for myself.
But you still gotta process it. So you need a herbalism or a poisoner's kit to put it together.
Well, I do have an herbalism kit. How long will it take to process?
Wanna do that now?
If we have a minute, yeah, I'll take,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Is there anybody else with a kit with them or want to assist?
Don't know. Don't think I
Don't think
have one of
I don't
those.
have any sort of I have navigator's tools.
I think what's going to happen is that Narmiso's going to come over and look at you and says, you know what, Horace, bless you, and he's going to give you guidance as you
That's right.
you
Guidance.
know, put everything together.
Perfect. And then after that, I'm ready to go when you guys
Go
are.
ahead and roll.
Roll what?
Your D20 herbalism is wisdom, so roll wisdom plus the 1d4 for the guidance.
Oh my God. So my regular roll was a 2. My wisdom is what is my wisdom? A wisdom is a 1. So that's 3. And then he guidance me. I'm still not breaking a 10.
All right. So let's do the second dose. See if you can get that one. Guidance again, my child. Because Horace Ra will bring you the light and he will help you to get through this one.
17 plus 4 is 21. And then my wisdom is, so it's 22.
Okay, so you got a dose.
Okay.
So the first one was experimenting, figuring it out. By the way, it's going to take the better part of an hour. So that's enough time to maybe somebody
Do a short rest.
do a short rest. So yeah, if you need to take a short rest, go ahead and do that. And Zafira, did she take damage? I think she did, didn't she? It's not on the sheet, it's on my little.
I think that she avoided it.
That's right, because of the silvery barbs. So yeah, she
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah.
2 nat 20s into a nat 1.
Yeah. It's like double disadvantage, but the way it's written, it can be done. By the way, in the new edition, they fixed that. You can't apply another level of advantage. You basically don't get another reroll. They just did away with it. I was reading the text. I'm like, okay, so they fixed it.
They did what?
You can't apply when you have advantage, you cannot apply another roll on top. They got rid of that. You know what I'm saying? You can't stack it anymore, if that makes sense.
Is that
Mm,
so you're
what
saying
were we
like you can't
stacking?
Hold on a second.
are you saying you can't have double advantage?
Correct. You can't do it anymore.
Okay.
Oh,
I didn't so are you saying like
I didn't
right
think you could
as
anyway.
as I'm about to say I
Well-
thought the rules were now I don't think you can roll 3 dice anyway.
Well, the way it works is somebody gives something disadvantage, and that is applied. So, or I think it's Alvin accuracy is the one that can get around it, and
You
this
can
is
re-roll if you
right.
use yeah.
Right. A reroll is allowed, but it's not like it's called triple advantage, but it's not. So what it says here, they don't stack. If multiple situations affect the roll and they all grant advantage on it, you still only roll 2d20s. So they just got rid of that completely. So you can no longer apply the Elven accuracy. They just said, nope, no more.
So elven accuracy is like kind of useless.
I don't think it exists in the edition. I don't think
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, I think they got rid of it. At least for this. So kind of and because you can take a 2014 character in the 2024 rules, the 2024 rules say you must use the 2024 rule set, the base rules for it. So you can use your 2014 character, you just don't get the Elven accuracy, which is kind of like you
yeah,
just made that feat useless.
Right?
yeah.
So, but I like it as a GM because we're not playing with that, and it just adds all these levels of I get to reroll, I get to reroll, I get to reroll. So it is what it is. This is it. I look at 2024 as a rebalancing, especially with what they did to the Paladin. They brought the Paladin down by making it a bonus action. The Rangers,
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan about what they did to the paladin, but I have my own thoughts about that.
no, that's okay. I mean, I understand it why they did it from a game rule standpoint, but it does make a lot of Paladins like, dude, can we give me less slots and I'll do it that way. So
Yeah, I think they should have done one or the other. They should have made it either a bonus action to do it or make it so it counts as counting a spell, but I think they made it so it's both.
Yeah.
So you can't smite and cast a spell now, which is
right.
okay.
Yeah. They also you cannot double cast anymore. I think I think you can still cast a cantrip if you do a bonus action spell. It's a slot, but you can't the fighter's action surge no longer can cast a spell. So no more of those shenanigans.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought that wasn't a thing anyway. If like a fighter casts a spell as their action surges, I thought you still only get to cast one spell
That
a turn.
that is correct, but some people, well, no, you could. You can cast Fireball, action surge, Fireball. You can do that.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, 2014. Yep, because it's another action. It's like it's weird. It got around the no, you can't, where you can. So people were doing that. Sorcerers with fighter action surge was sick. All right, sorry about that. Where are we? Oh yeah. So you harvested those, Sakel. You got one dose. What do you want to do with that dose? You want to hold on to it? You want to give it to Jody?
Or you were talking about Saphira, right?
Were you going to give it to Saphira as a count? Is she muted? She might be. I
Yeah.
will. Poison applied to a weapon. I think it only lasts for an hour, and then it dissipates.
Sorry, I had a phone call. What were you talking about? Poison?
Yeah. What are you going to do with your dose? You got one dose.
Well, if I have one dose, I'm going to keep it and put it on my arrow, I think.
No, it only lasts 1 hour. So if you put it on
So
and
the dose only lasts 1 hour, or when I apply it, it has an hour length.
apply it, it only lasts 1 hour. It will
Oh, I gotcha. All right.
Okay.
That's fine.
Cool. All right. So here we are in the ruins. Oh, map. Bring the map up. Bring the map up.
So it's like really just before twilight, right? I mean, it's early in the morning.
The sun is coming up because it was right before dawn. Because it was 2 hours before dawn when Saphira took over, and this happened right in the middle of it.
Yeah, okay.
It was short rest, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's where we are. We're right at sunrise.
Jolie has bags under her eyes and she's looking at Narmacil with a little glare, like some people were noisy last night.
You know what? Saphira says, I'm taking a nap for an hour. I'll be back. What do y'all want to do as you guys are down here in this area?
All right. Well, we could follow these main routes that go over up in toward 2 or 8.
Okay.
Or the close 8, I guess I should. What are those? Are those buildings? Do we know? Like, do they stick up in the air?
Yeah, 8 sticks up in the air. That is the pyramid. Although it's a circle on the screen, it is a pyramid.
Well, there's several 8s. Are we seeing?
Qualify that. Every single one of those 8s are a pyramid.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing about, so I'll look at Ari and I will say the thing about trying to understand these creatures is, in the history of this place, the betrayer was a necromancer. And with some of the things that seem to be creeping back in, the evil that's coming back, I'm concerned that this is evidence that there perhaps is another necromancer, or I don't know if the old one has the ability to come back, or I can't remember what her name was, but so that's why when we saw that this creature looked odd, see how it looks like here and here, and I would point out these are not normal features for this kind of creature. There's some kind of necromancy going on or something. So we just need to be careful because a lot of times, these creatures, if they touch you or hurt you or contact you somehow, can cause your skin to like wither up and you might lose some capability of your hands or arms or legs or whatever. So
You guys think that this necromancer is, or a necromancer is like reascending?
perhaps, I don't know what this means exactly, but it's one of the things we have been seeing, the undead and we were in a place a few days ago, maybe a couple of weeks by now, I don't remember, but it was undead. So
Yeah.
Well, good to know. Try not to let them get close at all.
yeah. Well, that being said, we won't find the artifact probably out here, so I would guess we have to probably check those temple areas, those pyramid areas.
Mhm.
Well, if you were a society with a secret artifact, where would you keep it?
Yeah, probably underground in some vault or storage room or something in one of these kinds of places.
Mm-hmm. Underground for sure.
Either that, or if there's, I'm about to say if there is a noble, I was about to say if there's some sort of like castle area, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna guess over there.
right? Which you see, I panned out to give you guys
Yeah.
a better overview.
Yeah, perhaps in some nobles, safety zone somewhere. I don't know.
If you, I think that it might be, it's possibly worth going inside this, you know, bizarre area.
Hmm.
Maybe seeing if there's anything useful there, but probably more likely that there's enemies there as well.
Yes. Enemies, and you said you've seen like shambling creatures, so perhaps undead, or and then the creature like we just killed,
I
natural
didn't necessarily
creatures.
see anything. I just smelled a very pungent, this very weird pungent smell. So
Hmm.
probably should just, as long as we keep our wits about us, so to say.
Yeah, Jolie will yawn. Kind of hard too when people keep you up half the night talking.
That hurt.
Yeah,
I should have told you don't sit up with his watch. And I'd
I
glare
thought
at
it.
him
I thought it would have been. I thought it might have been a little interesting.
again.
Well,
It is, and he means well. So
you could make a great acolyte disciple Forest Rock because you're a good listener. Listening is part of what we do. Because, whenever we need to take.
Oh, I wasn't listening. I was just hearing.
Oh, well, well, that's okay. That's okay because the light of Forest Raw still touched you and blesses you. And by the way, that's what probably Ken would say
yeah.
based on his character's personality.
All right. So let's head over to this first area.
Do we want to go into the bazaar area, or do you want to try to skirt around it?
Well, I think we probably need to check it
Yeah, I think we're kind of need to.
since it's here and we're not too far from it.
Leave no rock unturned.
Yeah. All right. So moving in. Okay. Talk to me about which way you guys are going. You guys are right in here.
So I'd say we go up that pathway and then to the right.
All right. So coming up this way, everything's been knocked down here, statues and wall. Come on, you come here, and this area seems like a small little marketplace. You see signs and although the language is old and ancient, it would take some work to decipher. You can see a hammer here, a sewing needle over there, a wheel over here. So you can kind of surmise what kind of merchants or crafting shops these are. Some of the walls have been knocked down, the doors have been opened, things have been torn up. There's broken furniture, statues that have been thrown down. And as you walk down this, you get a sense because of the way the statues line this avenue that's been torn down that this is kind of a thoroughfare along with the marketplace. And when you get to 2, it opens up, and again you see more shops in the periphery on the south, or excuse me, the west side, before it opens up to the small pyramid to the right there to the south of 8, a small pyramid to the north there to the north of 2, and 3 are they're the wind and the time has revealed them. They look like the pits that have been dug there. Where do you guys go? I'd imagine you guys are right there at the cross coming out of the alley. Where are we going from there?
Are we in the alleyway, or are we like just peeking around the corner?
I think you're picking out.
Okay.
I mean, that's you guys can always change that or correct it.
Yeah. No, we're just looking out into that open area and to the right toward the pyramid and to see if there's any dangers, I guess.
So
Mhm.
south, the opening of the pyramid actually faces west, and it looks like it's been broken into, and there's stonework all across the floor, and you can see broken hieroglyphs. Maybe there was some cartouche, not cartouche, some hieroglyphs on a stone tablet that's been thrown down and broken. Somebody has broken into that particular pyramid there.
Okay. Um,
Can
So if
Hawkimedes
I,
go hawking around and scouting a little
yeah,
bit?
that's a good idea.
Can he circle around above us and kind of give us an aerial view kind of
Yeah.
report?
Let me grab my dice real quick. Oh, you know what? Would somebody roll perception at advantage for Archimedes? I'm still gonna grab my dice.
Not me. Not I. Not it.
Perception at advantage. Well, I rolled like a 5 and then a 14.
So with the 14, Archimedes is able to translate to Narmasil that there's, the occasional animal, rats, and you kind of want to dive down and grab a couple. And then off in the distance to the north, you can see some birds that are flying around. Vultures, maybe, or some kind of creature. Not sure from this distance. Well, it is a hawk, right? So yes, you could tell. So I'm gonna write this in the Discord for this. The birds, Narmasil communicates to the birds. Archimedes sees Narcissus communicates to you all. Look like buzzards from this distance. However, their wings are long, their heads and necks are longer than they should be. This is towards the noble school. They have large birds are flying over the nobles area.
Are you putting this in Discord?
I am.
Okay.
Editing it now. 1 second.
You put it in dark sun.
It's there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now, I will add, there are the remains of people that are dust covered, silt covered, sand on the ground, skeletons in their leather armors. Their weapons are broken or rusted, and they're just laying there in different positions as if they were fighting to keep people out of the square. What are you thinking about, Harry?
Well, I'm just mainly like concerned about stuff coming up behind us, so probably while the birds scouting and stuff like that, I'm just making sure I'm keeping an eye behind us. Nothing's following us.
Perfect. And Zakel?
And I guess I would be like looking for any kind of like tracks or whatever on the ground side
Okay. All right.
in front of us or around us or evidence of
Survival. And
smell like dead things around us.
or should Severa go ahead and roll survival since she's the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so will somebody please roll for her, and she's at a plus.
I rolled a 10, so
So that's a total of 14 for her. Saphira is able to point out tracks and remembering what those canine type creatures you guys had fought. It said
oh,
tracks here. But they look like they had come from to the east towards 5. They may have come from that way. 5 being what's on the map there. And
okay.
also crisscrossing over closer to 3 coming out of the pits are some kind of two-legged creature that seems to dragging something on either side of it.
There's a creature there now.
No,
Oh,
the direction it headed was to the northwest, in between 9, in between this pyramid here and this building here. So somewhere the direction that I went.
How big are the dragged item things?
Looks like you know what? Somebody roll for Saphira again, perception. She's gonna try to
Like a
identify.
body was dragged?
and rolled a 19.
So it looks like it's the back of the creature's hands. The creature's
Oh,
arms probably longer than normal.
Ooh. Wow.
well, that's
This
not
is like
necessary. That's gotta
sounding
stop.
like Drakenheim here. Um, well, can I read the hieroglyphics that are on the broken tablets?
Yes. So you can come down and do that while I'm sorry, Jolie heads south there to the pyramid there on the south to look at the hieroglyphics and the tablet that's been thrown down. What are the rest of you doing? Saphira's gonna guard. She's gonna just walk over with Jolie to kind of as an armed guard. What are you two doing? Zakel and Harry.
Mm, I mean, I don't want to move too far beyond. Where are we exactly standing? Are you where the hand is on the map?
No, he's right in here.
Mm.
And I know
And
way you guys can, but I'm wondering what you're gonna do when Jolie decides to go look at those hieroglyphics and read them.
I'll go with Julie. I don't want to step too far away from anyone, really.
You, Madam Harry.
I'm more of the adventurous type. I'm guessing they said that they told us about the drag marks that go into the little alleyway to the left.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna peek around that corner, see if the drag marks lead to something.
Okay. So I just posted what you find Jolie, and while you go up there, why don't you roll perception, Harry?
Sure. $14.
Okay, so tracks come around and go into the building this way from the north into this building.
They go into the building that's 2 hours south.
Actually, so the creature, I'm sorry, comes this way and comes in here. Apologies, I mixed up. Up here,
Is the door open or closed?
it is open. It's an open doorway.
Can I see inside, or I do have
Perfect.
dark vision if that matters, 60 feet.
Inside you see rubble, a pile of bones just inside the door. Beyond that, the floor looks like it's been dug up and it goes down into the earth there.
So like something's underground.
Correct. Something probably created an underground den.
Oh,
Hmm. Well, after seeing that, I probably would slowly step back and probably go let the other people know that there's something inside there that's created a little home for itself.
All right. So coming
Oh.
back while you're looking at how do you
Yeah.
react? What do you say?
It's possible it might have been that centipede from earlier.
hmm. And it's right in the alleyway beside 8.
It's in the building south of 8, like right where the hand is at. So it's a building right there.
Okay. Should think that would grant us access to an underground like kind of door or like a way in? Or is
There-
this just animal? Like this is pure animal, like something's living there, not like a
Uh, I believe it looks like there's something that was living there and it was using it as a place to bring its food to.
okay.
But since it's underground and everything like that, I believe it possibly could be that centipede that we fought off earlier. Maybe that's why it wandered over to us because we were very close to it.
How big is the plot of disturbed ground that he's noticing?
You go over there and look.
Well, I mean, I don't have to look, I can ask him. Just
Okay.
if
So,
if I can what my the reason for this is that if we have to walk past that area, I can like mold earth and make it a solid ground again versus a disturbed
well,
dug
here,
up thing already and like kind of
I can tell you this, based on its stride, it's over 6 feet tall, easily. Based on its the way it was dragging its arms, it's probably as wide as a dwarf,
Oh, it's okay. That's what you meant by
dragging its arms. Yep.
okay.
never mind. It's not the centipede.
Could have made that and then started to think about it, look at it again and said, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I thought that you were saying that its body was large
It is. It is large
and
and
that
tall.
that the drag marks weren't like, yeah, never mind.
What is Imam Saib? Some
So
sort of
this is what
creature?
it says on in the hieroglyphics I'm reading about this Saib.
Pyramids are usually a burial place for some cultures.
Hmm.
He was a devotee of Ophidia.
Do you guys want to do?
Mm,
I I personally want to make sure that whatever's in that hole doesn't come out.
Okay. So Zakal, you thinking about using mold earth to cover it?
yeah, if I could re repair the ground and make it solid and not, you know,
Okay, what's the distance in the spell? 30 feet?
it's oh wait a minute, where's it at? And
I think it's 30 feet.
mold or 30 feet in a 5 by 5 plot.
Yeah. So you go back with Ari or you go by yourself up there to start closing the hole, or what do you want to do?
I mean, I suppose Ari would be the one who would point it out, so I'll
Yeah, I'll go.
go and
Well, if I've
go.
already read what I can read on here, I'd probably, if they want to go up there, I'd probably say, okay, I think we should just go up.
All right, so after you read it and you look up and you see the sealed shaft that was there that's been torn down, thrown to the side, you can see it leads inside, and the corridor is a perfect square corridor going in to that pyramid. You can see it has old sconces where torches would be placed. Torches are not currently lit, and again, it's a square, and the stone is just perfectly smooth going in there. You still go with the party?
Yeah, so I'll turn and I'll say, uh, okay, we can go do that first.
All right, going up here near the northwestern temple or pyramid, and you can see there's statues standing there, um, jackal-headed stone guards, the way they're standing there with their spears in front of them, on either corner. You come around and you look in, and you can see the pile of bones there in front of the hole, and then the hole going down. It is dim light looking in, and Zakel, you're going to start digging from there and covering it back up, maybe using the rubble from the side to pull it over.
Um, I thought the spell was just a spell and I didn't have to really do anything like that. But however it's done, yeah,
It's theater.
Yeah, I think
gotcha.
you like dig from here and move the dirt over there kind of idea.
Yeah. I mean, parts of it
Okay.
is theater, parts of it is the spell is written. So I'm just embellishing what you're doing. That's all.
Yeah, it's making it the right, turning difficult terrain into regular.
Right. Okay, so you're covering it up and the dirt slides in and you can tell this is a pretty deep shaft. So it takes some work to get it to there and eventually you get it to a point where it's covered. In the process, right after you put the last scoop, the dirt kind of goes up like this and
Of course it does.
down. Excuse me,
That of course it does.
settles. And after a few moments, nothing else happens.
Mm,
I think it might be in there.
I think it is in there.
I don't want to be here when it tries to
Yeah,
come up.
Let's
good
move
idea.
on then.
This is only going to last an hour, this whole patch I'm
We
doing.
can leave Narmasil with it so we can spread the good word of Horus Ra to it when it wakes up.
You know, I bet that creature down there needs a blessing. It may even need to go confession. By the way, this is me talking, not him now. But
Let's get our camels and go.
you know, Zakel, I wish I would have thought of this. I could have probably thrown the light of Horus Raw down there and he would have seen it or it, what it is. I'm thinking it's just a lost soul that may need saving.
Well, we
Yeah.
can save it on our way back. How about that?
You know what? There's never a time where Horus Raw's blessing can't be shared.
You can just, leave a pamphlet. Leave a pamphlet for him. We'll be back.
Leave a
Just let's go.
I'm all out. Oh, and he looks over at his flag. No, I'm not gonna do this because he's I was gonna plant it right here, but no. No. All right, so all right, blessed be. Thank you. You guys are so supportive of me. Thank you.
You're
Gotta
welcome.
make sure
Let's
you're
go.
included.
Thank you. I feel that I can share the blessing of Horus Raw with all of you, and eventually you'll come to the light, and then we'll all be happy and blessed. All
Perfect. Let's go.
right, so where are we going?
East.
All
Say-
right. Well, that pyramid down there was for someone who was a devotee to Ophidia. And apparently a counselor. Do we want to look at this pyramid right next to us while we're here?
Might as well while we're here.
If you can read it, yeah.
All right, so are you going to well, it's on this side. You can see that it's untouched on this side.
Okay. Is there a doorway on this side or is it not
You don't see it.
visible?
You don't see it. You can just see it. The slanting wall comes straight down to the ground.
Okay. I'll walk. If I look up the little alley up on the, what is that, the west side of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do I see a doorway there at all?
Well, on this side, it's a pyramid, so it's sitting like that. So you have the flat side here, and you have a flat side here, and a flat side here. And if you come around the circuit on this side, you see that the wall has a what's it called, a half triangle sticking out.
Okay. That's on the
The
west side. Yeah.
northwest.
So it looks like an opening up there. Do we want to head up there? I'll kind of start to walk that way, looking at the others.
You guys follow?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you get close to it, and you start to do your little climb, there's a couple of steps there, and you look in, and you can see that the seal that was here is actually blown in and on the ground. It's been broken.
Hmm.
And as the other one, you can see it has a perfectly square shaped hallway going into the darkness.
Is there
Listen.
anything on the seal that tells me like who this place belonged to, or
In this particular case, you don't see it here. What were you saying, Ari?
You said it leads into darkness, but do I see anything through that?
It goes. How far is your sight? 60 feet?
60, yeah.
Yeah, it goes beyond that.
Ooh.
yeah, I have 120-foot dark vision, but
Is it 120 feet?
yeah,
At about the 100-foot mark, it starts to go down.
okay. So it looks like way down there, it drops down in. Do we want to go in, or do we want to just stay on the surface here and keep exploring?
Something.
Oh,
Mm.
Does this give the inch? Yeah, it does. So here's the scale. 1 inch is 1,300 square feet. So you can see these things are pretty big.
Oh, yeah.
well, we could go in there. I'm just trying to think of what we're probably gonna find another. It's probably a tomb.
Yeah. I don't see any markings along, like as I take a step in this hallway, I don't see any markings.
When you go if you go up and in, you look around, and on the ground, again, you can see the broken door. You can also see where 2 shafts are sticking down into the ground, as if somebody had triggered a trap.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Well,
Maybe we should look around the outside first.
did the other pyramid have an entrance like this, or
It had an entrance similar to that, but no shaft was seen, or those 2 little spears coming down. You didn't see them.
well, they usually say that people only put traps on things they want to protect.
Oh, yeah. We could go in, but we'll have to be careful. Of course, Indiana Jones got here ahead of us, I think.
Mhm. Yeah, somebody did.
Where's the giant boulder?
Anytime. I actually have one. Could ask Sonia. It's like she's like, "Oh my God, you have an Indiana Jones trap." All right. Question. It is 2 p.m. I think Sonia and Red, you guys had commitments soon
Yeah.
after 2 o'clock, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So normally we stop around 2:30. Mary. So this is a good place to pause. What do you think?
I'm enjoying it. Might become a actual real life Horace Raw follower, but we'll see.
A few weeks with Ken, you will definitely be leaning that way.
He'll have you passing out pamphlets. Just you wait.
I guarantee you'll see him much more animated when he's feeling better.
Yeah, he was mellow today, so
That was mellow,
Gosh.
huh?
yeah, that was mellow.
I could imagine him and Fran in the same game. That'd be
Oh,
insane.
that's Fran.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we scaring you away yet?
What?
Are we scaring you away yet?
No, no.
I keep threatening him with a silent spell, even though I don't actually have it.
All right. Red and Sonia, have a good day. I'm going to talk to Jared a little for a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay.